let's do. I guess we're gonna do turtles first.
Turtles.
And turtles were on the earth before the dinosaurs. They've been around longer than any other reptile. And you know why that is? It's because their ribs grew together into a giant layer of bone, and that's the shell. And the shell works; it protects them. So the design has been around a long time. And we have a turtle that can't swim. He only lives on the land. You remember him? He's a tortoise because he doesn't swim. And
wow. Holy moly.
Holy schmoly.
Check him out.
Look at the size of that monster.
Whoa.
Hi, buddy.
75 pounds.
How old is this guy?
His name is Hernia.
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 Ernie.
You get it in the middle name?
Yeah.
That's funny.
His real name is SpongeBob
Oh,
Scale
that's really
good. Tortoises are the friendliest animals on earth. And there's an easy way to tell he's a tortoise. If you look at the arms, you'll notice they're covered with giant scales. And that's a tortoise. They dig giant tunnels 30 feet long in the ground with their arms. He has to dig because he's from the desert in Africa and the hot sun would kill them during the day.
I'm sure.
So he has to go underground to cool off. And guess what? He shares his tunnels with other animals.
That's cool.
Even poisonous snakes, they get along with him. He shares his home with them.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to show you why tortoises are slow. Simple. Hear that? His shell is so strong you can drive a car over his back. You know?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So he doesn't have to run away from anything. Not even a lion can eat him. He just hides in his shell until the lion goes away and then he comes out again.
Oh.
Wow.
He's pretty. I've never seen him get upset.
The chin there.
Boys have those two big bones for fighting. The boys ram into each other head on. They flip each other over. The loser ends upside down, but eventually will flip back over. So.
It's crazy.
But he, and there's another reason he's slow. It's because he's a plant eater. You don't need to be fast to catch a plant. So.
Oh,
No,
no.
of course not.
He just eats grass. He's my lawnmower. So.
Reminds me of that turtles from Dr. Dolittle. I can't remember their names. They're so in the second one.
Yeah, I can't remember that either.
Yeah.
He's in no hurry because they live 200 years.
Oh,
He's only 40 now, so
only
Oh,
40.
wow.
he get a tortoise as a pet.
200 years.
Handed down through the
Crazy.
generations.
So he has no predators?
Humans.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
There are more of these in captivity than there are in the wild because people like to eat turtles. They're easy to catch, easy protein. So.
No.
Yeah, and they eat eggs. Sea turtle eggs are a real delicacy, so sea turtles suffer from that. But yeah, they reproduce very slowly. They can't handle any pressure from us. So that's. What's the biggest turtle in the world?
That's a hard
Biggest
one.
turtle.
I don't know.
Probably a sea turtle. That's what I'm.
I got no
That's
idea.
my guess.
Leatherback sea turtles are 2,000 pounds.
Whoa.
And and they're the only reptile that's warm-blooded. Leatherbacks are warm-blooded.
2,000 pounds, Adam.
That's a big turtle.
I think I don't know how long a humpback or a killer whale can live. It probably can only live like maybe not even that.
Yeah, I think whales right around 50 or more. That's Well, let's do lizards. I've got a lizard from Australia. His name is Pokey.
He's so weird.
And it's a bearded dragon.
Oh.
It's pretty common, but
look at
they will
that.
just
I
sit on your
know.
shoulder and hang out with you all day. He doesn't bite or run away. But I call him Pokey because he is just covered with spikes. And that's so animals won't eat him. He's hard to swallow. He likes to eat bugs, and the reason they're called bearded dragons is because when two boys see each other, the throats turn black.
What?
In fact, if he sees himself in the mirror, his throat turns black. He attacks himself in the mirror.
Like a
Same
cat.
turkeys do that.
Like a cat or something.
And but when you hold him, remember he sticks like Velcro, so you have to pull hard to get him off, and just stick him on your shoulder. So
He's
we'll
cool.
get him out later.
He's cool looking. I used to have one of those as a kid.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, they make good pets. I like crested geckos too. I think they're really cute for pets. But now we have a lizard that climbs trees. He's from the rainforest in Asia. His name is Tarzan. Oh, hold on 1 second.
Is there someone here?
I need to check.
That must be the neighbor upstairs.
Okay. Let's do a lizard from the rainforest. This is
Lizard from the
Tarzan.
rain. Ooh.
Whoa! Hello.
Hello.
Monkey lizard.
It looks so cool looking too.
Tarzan
Wow.
swings by his tail from tree branches.
Do they blend into the?
He's
the
camouflage, got the green. Yeah, he lives in trees where his food is because that's where his food is. He lives in trees, eats leaves and fruit, and so he just hangs from branches with his tail like a monkey. It's a monkey.
That's kind of neat.
And yeah, you have to hold him by the tail because his claws are so sharp they will scratch you and make you bleed. They're very sharp. He's a good climber. He sticks to the tree bark. You can touch his back, but don't let him grab you. Yes, but I know he's a boy because boy lizards have big heads.
He's like,
You're
here.
done with this.
I want to go back
Yeah.
in.
Got you, Deborah.
Oh, it feels so soft.
You know why boy lizards have big heads? It's because big heads avoids fighting. If two boys crawl up to each other, the one with the smaller head sees the bigger head and they just give up and go away.
Crazy.
Oh, but girls have a really big body, and that's because they have a really big baby. They don't lay eggs. They have one baby and is born alive after 9 months, just like a human.
Wow.
That's
The
crazy.
baby is 1/3 the size of the adult when it's born.
Oh,
A giant baby. No
wow.
epidural.
It's almost like
He
a
even has a
kid.
belly button
cattle,
like
you know.
people.
Wow.
And he was only 2 reptiles in the whole world have families, and this is one of them. Both of the parents live with their baby inside of a hollow tree, and they protect their baby. If you stick your hand inside that hole in the tree, the parents will bite your hand.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're like,
I wouldn't
what
want to
is
try
it? Is it the yellow jackets or one of the insects? Or I can't remember. Their prey. They will attack if they feel threatened.
Oh yeah, they defend themselves. And the babies have to eat the droppings of their parents to get the good germs they need to digest their food. So they really need their parents. And we get good germs from our parents. We just do it when they don't wash their hands. He was born in my zoo there. His parents were in my zoo. I never catch wild animals and bring them home.
Oh no.
If you bring home a wild animal, they're not happy and they don't live very long.
Neither
So-
do the.
so he was
I did that with
captive
tree
bred.
frogs, and I immediately let them go.
He lives on a tree in my house at home.
Oh, wow.
And there's a leaf he was chewing on earlier for breakfast. What's your breakfast?
I used to have these capitated. I can't remember what they were. Hermit crabs. They were so cool.
Oh yeah, crab.
They're pretty cool.
Let's see. You guys see that movie, My Octopus Teacher on Netflix?
No, I've never seen that. I have to watch. I need to watch more movies.
Wrong
It's
crowd.
the best. No, My Octopus Teacher is the best nature show I've ever seen in my life. So if
What's
you,
it called again?
you're talking about hermit crabs. To me, hermit crabs seem to have emotions, you know, but octopus is definitely
Yeah.
have
Oh,
emotions.
Oh, yeah.
All animals with backbones, and now they think invertebrates have emotions too.
Even chickens have
Very smart,
emotions.
aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, well see, we have 2 brains. We have a big brain and underneath there's a little brain, and the little brain is where our feelings come from, and all animals with backbones have 2 brains like us. They have the little brain, they have feelings. But even animals that don't have backbones, they do have emotions too. Only one lizard attacks people, that's the Komodo dragon.
Uh-oh.
They're 10 feet long, they eat people in Indonesia.
Oh my
But
gosh.
insurance won't cover those. So we're gonna talk about poisonous lizards instead. The only
Oh.
lizards that are venomous are from the desert in Arizona and Mexico. That's the Gila monster.
I think I've seen some. I don't remember what they were by the Colorado River. I can't remember what they were. Oh,
Whoa.
look at that.
This is Sheila the Gila. My favorite lizard. And if you ever find the Gila monster, you can relax. They won't attack you. Just don't pick up a wild one because if you do, they don't know you and they'll get scared. Now, if they
Alright.
bite you, you won't die, but it will be the most painful experience of your life.
I
They
take
say
your
this
word
is
for
the
it.
most painful animal bite on
It's
earth.
not venomous.
Oh,
It just
wow.
hurts really bad.
Yeah,
probably
this
really
bright pink
sharp.
color warns animals there's pain here, so they leave her alone. But Sheila knows me. I've had her for 20 years. We're actually good friends. And you know how I got Sheila?
How'd you get her?
A family moved here from Arizona, and when they unloaded their moving truck, they found her hiding in their couch.
Oh.
And she's a stowaway from the desert.
A
sweetie.
stowaway. That's funny.
Oh.
She's beautiful.
You'll notice she has a forked tongue like a snake.
I can't
that
see.
means
I can't see it right now.
There it is.
smells with her tongue.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Her tongue tells her which way to turn to follow her food, and their favorite food is
Bird eggs.
egg. That's right, especially quail eggs because they nest on the ground. And to me, it's amazing that when they find a bird's nest, they don't eat all the eggs. They leave some eggs in the nest so the parent birds will have babies to raise.
Ah,
And they'll have
smart.
more food in the future.
So they only eat
That's
like
smart
one egg at a
thinking.
time, maybe.
Amazing.
Oh, and if you look at her tail, she can go a year without eating because
Wow.
she stores food in her tail. Her tail is full of fat in her body too. Fat is stored food. Cold-blooded animals only have to eat 1/10 as much food as warm-blooded.
Kind of reminds me of how when bears they hibernate, they eat really good and then they plug themselves
Right,
up, and then in the spring they
Yeah, but they slow their metabolism down so they
Yeah.
get through the winter. They become cold. Bears become cold-blooded.
yeah.
Her number one enemy is
Roadrunners.
roadrunners. They eat reptiles. The first thing roadrunners do is they peck out the eyes of their prey. But if you look, you'll notice her little black eyes look just like the little black scales on her face, so the roadrunner can't see her eyes, and that saves her life. Oh, she's very bumpy because she has little bones in her skin for extra armor. Yeah, you gotta have thick, tough skin to survive in the desert, so she has skin bones.
Does she
If you want
shed?
to pet her, they shed in pieces, but she's
So
very
pretty.
bumpy, very sweet. Love this lizard.
I have to see that. I gotta feel this. It feels so soft.
It feels bumpy.
Bumpy but softy.
Yeah, bumpy but soft at the same time.
Very few people have ever touched a live Gila once you get up close up to that face there, and she's beautiful.
She's pretty.
Stuck her tongue out.
Yeah,
She
she's.
likes
mm,
I can't believe she got a family had her in their couch. That's crazy.
But she likes to be petted. In fact, when I stay in hotels every night at bedtime, she starts scratching in her box and she won't stop until I get her out. I have to hold her in my arms and pet her until she
Oh,
goes
she
to
actually
sleep, and
likes
I
to
can
be
put her back in the box. She,
Almost like a
she
dog.
has to be
would you?
petted every night.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
goodness.
So, and I have another lizard at home. He has to. I open his cage every night. He jumps out on my shoulder. I have to pet him. They just
That's funny.
love being petted. So, in fact, our next reptile is the smartest reptile, the biggest brain.
smartest.
The smartest
This
reptile.
reptile knows 10 human words.
Really?
10 human words. Can you
She
tell?
doesn't say the words, but she knows the words when I talk to her. She plays like a puppy.
Wow.
It plays like a puppy.
Plays like
I
a
didn't know
puppy.
reptiles could do that.
Yeah, she watches television in my living room.
Oh,
She talks to the TV. She
Oh
goes,
my gosh, that's so funny.
watch
So
this.
don't
You should
underestimate reptiles.
You should get her to talk to Siri.
She didn't
Whoa,
say-
hello!
Yeah, better put a diaper on Lucy. Alligators don't have a bladder, they can't.
Whoa.
But,
Well, hello.
Alligator.
Well,
yeah,
hello.
alligators go pee about every 3 minutes because they can't hold it in. But alligator pee doesn't smell. There's no germs in it. It's just water. You know, Gatorade, basically.
Gatorade.
That's funny.
Lemonade.
I get it.
Lemonade now.
Anyway, Lucy's gonna do her trick. This alligator goes to sleep on the count of 3. Now don't go pee, okay? Lucy, sit. Good. Hold still. Lucy, on 3, you go sleep this time. Okay. 1. Alligators don't count very good. Okay. But I'll show you how they. I'll show you how they go to sleep. It's simple. When you push down on their eyes, their blood pressure drops and they pass out. Lucy, sit. I just give her a little rub. And
Whoa! Impressive.
It is impressive.
But don't try that on a big one, okay? They have to be calm for that to work. Yeah. And how big do alligators get? They never stop growing. They live 100 years.
Wow.
Males weigh 1,000
Is
pounds.
now is she from?
Wow.
Where's she from?
American alligator from Florida, but she's an unwanted pet. Somebody had her in their bathtub when she was a baby, and they didn't want her anymore, so we adopted her. She'd be a pair of shoes if I didn't get her, so she's a lucky. But
How much does she grow each year?
just an inch or 2. The males grow a lot faster, but we're keeping her growth down by controlling her temperature.
What do they eat?
Anything. She likes hot dogs and hamburgers, but obviously they're not too healthy, so we feed her mostly frozen rats. We thaw them out. She swallows them.
Speaking of that, we saw a dead floating rat in one of the things that the reptiles do yesterday.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, well, we saw a dead rat in the big alligator enclosure at your reptile zoo
I didn't see it.
yesterday.
I'm glad I didn't see it, but I would have threw up.
I saw it.
You know,
All right, continue.
but crocodiles eat people more. So to tell the difference, it's the nose. Crocodiles have the long, skinny nose, and alligators have a short, wide nose.
Also, some of them have more teeth than others.
What's her tail for?
Swimming.
It's propeller. It's for swimming. They love water. She has a swimming pool at my house. She even sleeps underwater. She can hold her breath in hours. So
Wow, that's a long
we'll
time.
let you pet her and hold her after the show. She never bites. I raised her from a baby, so we'll get her out later. And
Yes, you don't get peed on.
you might get wet, but it's just water. It doesn't smell or stain. So there's no germs in it. You can drink it and it won't hurt you. So. But it's all right.
No thanks. I think I'm good.
Well, you know, Lucy can open her box. She can come out if she wanted to.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't lock it, but she's afraid a big male alligator is going to come by and eat her. There'll be big males or cannibals. They eat the little ones. So she likes to
wow.
hide. All right, now let's do snakes. 4 kinds of snakes in America are venomous. What are they?
Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake.
Copperhead.
Copperhead.
Water moccasin.
Moccasin, what?
And coral snake.
And coral snake. And coral snakes, by the way, just one drop of their venom will kill you. So coral snakes have a warning. They have red rings to tell you they're deadly. I have red rings right here.
Let me see this one. Holy guacamole!
Wow.
Hello.
So he's got.
Coral snakes have red, but this is a trick. It's not a coral snake.
It's a milk
It's
snake.
just a harmless milk snake.
He's
It
like,
looks
"Oh,
like a
yeah."
coral snake, so the animals won't eat it. So to tell the difference, there's a little poem that says, "If red touches yellow, you're a dead
Fellow.
Fellow.
You remembered. And if red touches black,
You're okay, Jack.
Jack, right? What is the red touch?
Black.
That one.
And also we.
That's the coral snake. The red touch.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could kind of put
Red.
these side by side,
If
so
the
you
red
can tell the
touches the black, then you're okay, Jack. It's a milk snake. So that's the other colors are reversed.
Yeah, if red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. Leave it alone.
But the poem only works in the United States. If you go to South America, it doesn't work down
Oh,
there.
yeah, it's totally
There's
different.
a coral snake that looks like this in South America, so don't get confused.
I'll just stay away from all.
Oh, the reason they're called milk snakes is because somebody tried to milk their cow. Their cow didn't have any milk. They saw one of these snakes in their barn, and they blamed the snake on drinking the milk. But snakes don't do that. You know why the snake was in the barn?
Rats.
Rats.
That's right. And what do rats and mice eat?
Seeds or grains.
Right, that's right. Rats don't eat cheese. That's pretty rare. But snakes save our food, our crops. So look at what I'm doing. Whenever I hold a snake, I just let him crawl through my hands.
That's how you call
He
him.
thinks he's getting away. He calms down. But if you squeeze him hard, it hurts him. You're going to get bitten. So never squeeze.
So never squeeze. Just let him.
Oh, and if he did bite me, well, it's no big deal. His teeth are little pinpricks. It hardly hurts at all.
That's cool.
But if a venomous snake bites you, that hurts a lot. So
Oh,
I brought a venomous species
You
of
know.
snakes.
You know. The thing is about rattlesnakes. You could see them and you would think they're not even a rattlesnake because sometimes they don't even rattle because they're so quiet.
Yeah,
Some
they
of
don't
them.
always rattle, so you gotta watch your step. That's the key there.
A guy got bit in Clarkston because he wasn't watching.
Yeah.
It was
watch
probably a baby one, and he.
The rattlesnake bites are only 1% fatal.
Oh,
Rarely
yeah.
fatal, so it hurts, but you won't die generally. Okay, let's do. We have a snake from the jungles of Africa. This snake sounds like Darth Vader, and if you go to Africa someday, if you hear Darth Vader, you need to look down immediately. This snake is hard to see on the ground. You step on one of these, 2-inch fangs, the biggest teeth of any snake.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Their venom kills you in 15 minutes.
So you better get to the hospital.
This is the number 2 deadliest snake on earth. It's called the gaboon vipers. If
Oh,
you
I remember reading about that, Adam, with you.
hear, starting to do it. Come on.
Oh, I can hear him. I hear him.
Sounds
I
like
can
Darth
hear him.
Vader.
Rubber chicken. That's so hilarious.
That's not the sound. That's not it. Okay. That's not it. Here he is. The real sound was him. That was him. Gaboon viper.
Whoa, hello.
Number 2 deadliest snake on earth. The gaboon.
He's like a blanket or
He's
something.
very friendly. He doesn't bite at all. His name is Smiley. He is Smiley. And remember the shape of his head. His head is a triangle, which means he's a viper. All vipers are
He's
venomous.
coming to see you.
Do not pick up snakes with triangle heads. Rattlesnakes are vipers too.
He's coming to give you a hug.
Oh, the shapes on his back trick your eyes. When they hide on the ground, they disappear in leaves. In fact, look at his head. His head looks just like a leaf. There's a line down the middle of his head. He's camouflaged.
Wow.
It would be hard to tell unless you saw maybe his tongue. Then you wouldn't be able to know it was a snake.
Well, they get 7 feet long
Oh,
and 30 pounds. They're the world's largest viper. And gaboons eat porcupines.
Porcupines.
You have to swallow porcupine's head first so the pokey things point towards the tail. And,
Whoa.
you know, some people are going to feel sorry for the porcupine because they're really cute, but porcupines eat trees. There's
They
too many
destroy
porcupines.
stuff.
Oh, I didn't
There's
know
no more
that.
trees left. So we need animals that eat other animals. There's no trees, there's no toilet paper. That would be terrible.
Well, and they
I
also,
never knew that porcupines
they also
ate
can't
trees.
build homes, so.
excuse me, I just got.
But, yeah, he's,
Tourists was so much.
oh, the number one deadliest snake in the world is the black mamba.
Yeah.
Their bites are 90% deadly.
Wow.
And, you know, great white sharks, their attacks are only 25% deadly.
They're pretty
So
rare.
Mambas are deadly. I have one in my zoo, but he, I took his venom glands out. My snakes don't have their venom anymore.
No.
Yeah,
Too,
you can't
too,
play around with
too
90%.
dangerous.
All right. Yeah, Boone. You know, I've only been chased by one. I've been chased by one snake in my life, and that
And
was the
what?
world's,
And which one was it?
the world's most aggressive snake. It's the African black forest cobra, and it's just the really big males. But I had a 10-foot forest cobra. He was the meanest snake I've ever had. So one day I took him outside and I just set him free. And then I followed him. I started pulling on his tail. I poked at him. I teased him constantly. It took 10 minutes before he finally turned around and chased me. But I
I had
deserved it.
enough, yeah.
You leave venomous snakes alone, they'll leave you alone. It's simple. So just watch your step.
Any animal is, if a bear is going, like the rule is with a bear, if a bear's going one direction, go the other direction. Stay away from bears. Just avoid them altogether.
Yeah.
If you any animal, yellow jackets will attack you if you mess with their nest. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
So let's see.
Very nice.
Let's do. I got a cobra here.
A cobra.
Hi.
Cobras live on the other side of the world. Hey,
He's like all over
Can't
me.
go on the carpet.
He's like, I
No,
want to come
but-
over and see me.
You were saying?
You see, just the
the
cutest
cobras
thing.
live on the other side of the world, and if you go to Africa or Asia, if you look for a cobra, good luck. I don't think you'll see one because when cobras see you
I'm
coming,
not gonna
they
do
crawl
it.
away and hide in the ground. They're gone. Yeah. But if you're crazy, if you jump in front of a cobra, if you start kicking and poking at them, if the cobra can't get away, they don't want to bite you because you are bigger than them. You might bite him back.
Right?
So instead, cobras act tough. They stand up in the air. They spread their skin out on their necks. What's the skin on a cobra's neck called?
A hood.
The hood, right. And when you see the hood, they're just acting tough. They're going, come on, I'll fight, let's go. But guess what? They really don't want to fight because fighting is dangerous. Smart animals don't want to fight, and smart people don't want to fight. But if you keep poking, eventually they open their mouth. And when you see a cobra's mouth open, you back up immediately. They're asking you one last time to leave them alone because if you poke after that, then they bite you. And cobras don't let go. They chew on you for 10 seconds because their fangs are really short and they are deadly.
I'm not worried about bears so much in the wild. I think I'm worried more about cougars because you know why? Cougars are like, they will just attack. They don't care. They
There's
don't
been
care.
a few attacks, but it's rare, yeah.
Yeah, but they're a lot more than bears.
Yeah, I came face to face with the cougar probably about 7 feet away. Coming around the trail, we stopped in front of each other. And he turned around and ran, and
Usually they don't want anything to
he
do with you.
didn't attack me. He's big. He's a big cougar. So,
Wow.
wow.
I think the
So-
thing I'd be worried about
Alright,
the
he-
most on snakes is I know I wouldn't try to mess with them. Is accidentally stepping on them or like
Yeah,
being right.
snakes in
Yeah.
America never chase people. You just watch your step.
But couldn't you accidentally like
We
walk
had-
into
my
one or
grandpa was setting
something?
up-
Yeah, they only strike half their body length. Like a rattlesnake that long will only bite you that far away. So you got to get really close to get bitten. So just
My
follow
grandpa
around.
was heading up to our cabin and
Alright, could we just
over a
continue?
snake, and it was just like, oh.
Well, let's show you the cobra's hood.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully he'll do it. We'll see. He's getting kind of old, so do his job here.
Sweet.
Whoa! Hello!
Whoa.
Right there.
I don't
I can see the hood.
Yeah,
If you look on the back of his head, you'll see an eye shape.
An eye shape. I can
That
see the eye.
shape saves his life. It scares away the mongoose. Mongooses kill cobras. They're like weasels. They sneak up behind the cobra and bite him in the head and kill him.
Dang.
So that keeps the mongoose away. That eye shape. That's funny because the cobra on your shirt's the same as this.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's got the same pattern. Oh, where's your hood? Come on, make your hood. Oh, so it's
He pulled his hood back in.
being lazy.
He's not doing his job today.
He knows I'm not going to hurt him. I've had this snake about 20 years, so
That's a long time.
he knows me. He says, you're not going to hurt me. All right, well, let's do snakes that eat people.
The dangerous ones.
The big ones.
The dangerous ones.
Yes, there are 5 snakes in the world that will eat you. I got one of them here today. Oh, but guess what? Only one person in the whole world gets eaten by a snake every year. They think it's that rare. Just one. It's very rare.
That is
It happened
pretty
about
rare.
3 weeks ago in Indonesia. Somebody got eaten. But this is just a little one, a little man-eating species.
Poking out of their heart.
Oh.
Whoa.
That thing is huge. Look at that.
Hello.
This is Oscar the python from Asia, Burmese python.
Whoa.
He could be 400 pounds. He's only 50 pounds now.
How many years is he old?
But he's like 4 years, but they live 50 years. Oh, pythons are not the biggest snake. Anacondas are. They get 600 pounds.
Wow.
He has 10,000 muscles. He's a constrictor. They squeeze. Yeah, and he has 300 backbones. A lot of vertebrae. Oh, how do I know he's a boy? Look, boys have 2 big claws under the tail right there. Boys
Wow.
can move their claws, and that's how they tell the girls they like them. They tickle them with their claws. So
Those reminds me of like the things on roosters you see.
well, those are for fighting. Yeah.
Yes.
Boys have the spurs for fighting,
Yeah.
but this is for tickling. This is only the boys have these. So anyway, if you're scared, if you're afraid of snakes, you just gotta hold them. So, you guys wanna hold that python up there?
Oh, he's a big one.
He's big.
You can put him around your neck. Here, put him around your neck. Won't hurt you. See? There you
Oh.
go.
How smooth it is. Feel how the skin, how smooth it is.
Yeah.
Soft.
Yeah, you can bend him, put him around your neck, whatever you want to do. He doesn't care.
He's huge.
He's smelling you with his tongue. He knows you're not a rat. Oh, you'll notice he has little holes on his upper lip. See those holes?
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Heat sensors. He can see you in the dark, your body heat. He sees infrared images in the
That's
dark.
cool.
So he knows when you're out there. They hunt warm-blooded animals at night.
So what would a snake like this eat?
We feed him big fat rats or dead rabbits. We buy them frozen, so we eat rabbits. But yeah, it's.
What do you like, deer as well?
We only feed dead. Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, they can. Snakes can swallow things 3 times their own diameter.
Yeah.
So he can swallow something about that big around.
That's crazy.
But someday when he's 400 pounds, then you know.
He's got to be at least 200, 300 right now.
Yeah, but if you want, we can just get animals out. You can pet and hold, take your pictures with the alligator and put the snake around.
I want one with the bearded dragon.
So,
You call him Pokey?
let's get out. We'll get out the alligator. You can hold the alligator too. Maybe get.
I think snake's
You
huge.
want to get your picture with the python yet?
No.
Let me take your picture.
Okay.
I want to get a picture with
Let me just do that.
The-
bearded
50
dragon.
pound necklace there. Just hold that neck up.
Oh.
Looks like one of those pillow racks.
Is the bearded
Am
dragon?
I the
in here?
coolest mom ever?
Is the bearded dragon?
Can I be
in
the?
here?
Where are you
The
going?
bearded
You look like one of the airplane people
You
when they
just
put
bend
a
him
pillow
any way you
around there.
want. He won't care. Here's the beardy. You like shoulder, yeah. Just stick him to you there. Little girl thing there. Okay. We got the alligator. You bet the tortoise, but he's trying to turn the other way. Come here, Lucy. Where are you there? Come on.
Don't back away. It's
You can
okay.
drive a car over there.
Well,
You call him Pokey?
I'll
Getting
pet
heavy
him.
there, you
I'm
okay?
wearing. Yeah, it's okay.
Have you had a selfie with Lucy yet?
Really nice.
Here, do a selfie. She does selfies. No, hold your phone up, and I'll put her on your head. Now just get close
Definitely only
and
wanna
do a
go one
selfie.
direction
She does
with the
selfies.
scale.
Isn't that beautiful?
In the
Did
one
you
direction.
get take your picture?
That's how they move.
I'm filming.
She does selfies too. If you want to grab
Trying to
it.
get him off.
Really nice.
He's
Like the friction.
he's a Pokey.
You want me to help?
Yep.
I'll get him off.
There you go.
Yes.
He put him on their shirt, didn't they? He likes you.
Just hug her like a baby.
Hi, buddy.
Didn't heavy,
You
dude.
feed those guys. Those guys
Come
eat
sit
like
there.
mealworms, crickets, all
I don't
that.
mind. You're just heavy.
You ever held this
Small items. Yeah.
No, she's not.
I used to have a mealworm farm, and I would feed that guy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. If you gotta feed them, might as well have your own farm to feed them and stuff.
I kind of wonder how
No, it's
Yeah, no
nice
skin
being.
secretions are-
mealworms would work,
It's
last
so
and
long.
stuff like that for trout.
Putting him.
I kind of wonder.
Like a
I'll have to try that with Spike. What do you think, Scott? Would that
I
work
don't
for
think it needs
for
to be
trout? Using little like
Oh,
mealworms that you
look at
feed the
that.
reptiles and stuff.
The what? Work for what?
The for trout like fishing,
Really is
using
sweet.
like small little mealworms.
It
And
might,
stuff.
yeah.
like her.
Yeah, they'll eat anything that wiggles.
I
Did
love
she pee on you?
I don't know.
Can
I wasn't
I-
worried if she did.
Poke
If-
salad.
if
Yeah,
she wet-
give her a
if
hug.
She wet, she wet.
It's
Hey,
water.
Spiky.
Let me take your picture here. We got a picture of him.
Adam,
Ah,
Adam, over there.
he's a
Look.
You
Take
can
a
hold the
picture.
alligator, too. Yeah, take
So
your
we smile.
Look at her.
smile.
Lucy always smiles. She was born to this.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah, it's cool.
She's
Cool
my
looking.
favorite reptile. I love the alligator.
I like her.
She's so
Right.
patient.
Did you get
My
my
dog.
shoulder?
My dog went
Yeah,
above it.
she
Yeah, you
just-
can hold her
she
here.
just wet.
Here, hug her like a baby. And turn sideways.
Where's my towel?
Do you remember taking his picture?
You can drive a car over it. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a speed bump with legs.
You took his picture just like this
How does
last
your dog
time.
play with all the animals?
Yeah, she'll
Is
snuggle all
are
day.
the two bones that they have right by their head? That's also how they tell if they're. But doesn't that like allow him or she to like just rest their head?
He uses it as a headrest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Girls have them, but they're a little short for girls. Boys
You,
are.
you want me to take a picture at him?
Hell, want to hold Lucy?
Here, I'll take a picture with you. I got my phone. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Just keep videoing. Here.
Wait here.
Oh, did I just bump into something?
There you go.
I hope not.
After she peed.
Sounds
Drink water, doesn't
Just so
smell.
nobody slips.
How does it feel? This thing feel? Oh, it feels so weird. But it feels like her tail's got the bump, is a little bumpy, but it's also very
backs
smooth.
away when I, oh, he's hiding under his shell now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she's my favorite. She'll just snuggle with you all day.
Nice, huh?
She's very
Isn't that-
soft under
isn't that cool?
Oh, there you
very
are.
soft.
I'm
Nice
sorry.
neck.
Did you feel under the chin yet? How soft it is? Feel it's amazing
10,000
skin.
muscles.
Isn't that nice skin?
My turn.
Yeah, we have to switch. She'll eat the lizard, so let's pull the lizard off.
Yeah.
And
Not
here, why
together.
don't you hold lizard again? There you go. It's sticking to you.
Hi,
And you
buddy.
can hug Lucy. There you go. So just snuggle with you all day. That's so bad.
Get a picture with this thing again. A picture of this thing.
Just hanging out. She's so